go to the north and meet the northerners, not allow the Igbos rise, and you are from the south, and you have clearly shown it by going after a man who wants peace in the entire eastern region, a man who wants to stop the jihadist movement, attack politically and otherwise, who that the southwest too, the Yorubas are being killed. You connived in your presence. Simon Igbo was arrested, and you congratulated the Finnish government for doing that. Simon Igbo is coming out, and you will face the reality of Simon Igbo this time around.
But finally, in no distant time, Simon Ekpa will be a free man and will be going to meet his family. What is your take as regards?
Onward invitation to the Biafran Finland citizens, Simon Ekpa, for having taken up that angle. Yes, it was reported that after the Bell deal was signed and there was moved by the president of Finland to have a private meeting with Simon Ekpa, which he rejected. And people are asking, why would Simon Ekpa reject a private meeting with President Stubb? Is he having a reservations? And of course, people are saying, you know, Simon Ekpa might likely have reservations because the cost is clear. Simon Ekpa is going to walk out free. The deal has been signed. But the question is that a lot of pressure has come from international agencies involved in human rights, both in AU, Ekpa'S, United Nations, European Parliament, are also questioning the rationale why one of the freest nations in the world, Finland, would involve in arrest a Biafran Finnish citizen who is also a serving member of the ruling party, political party. What actually went wrong? We saw how the vice president of Nigeria, Shetima, engaged the Finnish president. And since that time, we have also seen the ambassador of Finland in Nigeria briefing the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu on how to seize a certain voice that is against the Islamization and the Flanization agenda. Tinubu is involved in making sure that there's a political conquest, an armed conquest in the Biafran land. Those voices who are going against it, who stood the reality of the time, are being held in European prisons and custody. One of them is Simon Ekpa. He has attracted a global attention to the Biafran government in exile. So much is happening in Finland now. The Finland Biafran report shows that Alexander Stubb might have compromised the certainty and contravened the UN and the international law that guarantee human rights and defense of any form, including properties in case of attack, which Simon Ekpa represents. Simon Ekpa is not involved in anything that requires, if not compromise, for Finnish government to take that decision. Then they couldn't hold him on the side of terrorism. They couldn't hold him on the side of whatever. Now they are talking about tax evasion. Thank God for Gumerus, Simon Ekpa's lawyer and the Biafran government in exile, who has shown deep resilience into the struggle. And you saw the video right there at the background. You saw what is actually going on. Finland has lost the grip to try Simon Ekpa. Finland has been defeated by forces who are backing the reality on ground. The question everybody is asking, the international community is asking, relevant agencies around the world is asking Finland, AU seems to be on the verge of breakup because they have contravened. They allowed this thing to happen under the guise of, toothless bulldog like the ECOWAS court, the AU. Now, the international community have taken the mantle to seek for justice. And the question some global powerful leaders, agencies are asking is that, is there any justification for Simon Ekpa's presence? Is there any justification for Simon Ekpa's voice? Is there any justification over the killings that is happening in Nigeria? Do we need to keep silent on this? Why have Nigerian government trying to silence those who are seeking separation from killings in Nigeria? Why would they now single out the Igbo people, the Biafran agitators? That's what everybody asking. And we discovered that a lot of things might have gone wrong somewhere along the line, given the fact that Alexander Stubb, after meeting with the Vice President of Nigeria, might have compromised. Oil and crude oil deal, gas and crude oil deal might have exchanged hands, but for how long? The reality is unveiling. Simon Ekpa has won a bail deal. The fear of the Simon Ekpa second coming has shut down the entire government activities in Aso Rock. There is pressure on EU to get the evidence, of a violation of the AU Act that protects citizens of African descent in the European community. Simon Ekpa becomes the first black African to be tried in European court over the issue of agitation, self-determination. What has that got is Nigeria is going to embrace another force, another fury when Simon Ekpa finally resurfaces after winning his court case in Ghana. A lot of people predicted that the end of Simon Ekpa has come. But that man you are seeing there, has weathered many storms and is ready to show that the humble looking of a lion does not mean that the lion is weak. Simon Ekpa has gone through. These are people who, a lot of them look at them as scraps. Now they have become machines. And that's the situation on ground. Whatever that is going to happen, it is very clear. I don't know the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is losing a sense of belonging to the reality on ground. Over 200 Nigerians are dying on daily basis across the 36 states of the Federation, simply because some people are carrying out jihadist killing, extremist attack, Fulanization, and Islamic agenda. Still, those who say this is not correct, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where do you actually stand? Where do you want these people to stand? Where did you compromise humanity and champion the arrest of Simon Ekpa? Now, what have you got gained? The young man is out any moment from now, and what are you going to gain? Then, the end of this entity, I keep on saying it, there's nothing that will save Nigeria. Nigeria has embarrassed Committee of Nations and international community, including organizations like AU, ECOWAS, which they are signatory to. What has the Biafrans done? Should we just fold our hands and allow these people to overrun the entire South and Southeast because we want to be one Nigeria? The question is, what is Nigeria offering the Eastern region that they cannot offer themselves? Why must we be in line with the fake reality on ground? The unity is prohibited as a result of the resources that is coming from the Biafran land, which no Biafran is benefiting up till this moment. These are voices who stand against killings of Christians in the East. The world will not be silent anymore. And that is why every now and then people are wondering, And somebody said it very clearly. I am coming out and I will spare doom for anybody who stands against the BiAFRA government. Anywhere, any day, anytime. Remember, we have successfully made Simon Ekpa very stronger. You can watch, you know, how he's going to address the 85 million Biafrans all over the world any moment from now. I'm going to speak to them. I'm going to tell them, you know, the next line of action. Nigeria is losing to Biafra. That is the truth. So much sympathy for Simon Ekpa around the world. The European Parliament is currently sitting. The ICC is already warming up for the unbelievable that will take place in Aso Rock any moment, anytime, any day from now.
Okay, but we've seen the Finnish. We've seen a popular prophet in US. Is there with Prophet Ade? He said what Simon Ekpa will shake and what shake Nigeria. He said it's our time Tinubu dialogue with Ekpa and nnamdikanu. Do you agree with that?
The time of dialogue has passed. They have given them opportunity of dialogue.
Second chance.
This, I don't know what I'm saying. You are watching the political conquest in the entire eastern part of the country. The Fulani are imposing Fulani governors on eastern people, and you also, as the president of Nigeria, that you in your presence over 60,000 Yorubas has been killed by these jihadists, and those who are standing against them, you are arresting them. So what do you want us to understand about his clear identity? Yes, you hate Igbos, agreed, for sure, or you are just telling us that you still want to align and continue the romance with the North in the night, telling them they should not allow the Igbo people to rise, because if the Igbos rise, we are going to witness another 50s, 40s, early 60s domination again in Nigeria by the Igbo people. Why would a Yoruba man think like that? The Igbo people have supported the presidency of this country without any reservation, even at their own detriment. They never go to the north and meet the northerners, not allow the Igbos rise. And you are from the south. And you have clearly shown it by going after a man who wants peace in the entire eastern region. A man who wants to stop the jihadist movement, attack politically and otherwise. Who that the southwest too, the Yorubas are being killed. You connived. In your presence, Simon Ekpa was arrested, and you congratulated the Finnish government for doing that. Simon Ekpa is coming out, and you will face the reality of Simon Ekpa this time around.
Use transnational.
For that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win BiAFRA with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, Nigerian government cannot win BiAFRA with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojogun fought BiAFRA in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize BiAFRA. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the BiAFRA struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Ndigbo and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that see they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of BiAFRA in the world sorry, in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
To the government, to the Nigerian government, be worried about this.
why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Simon Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. That means dominance. That means the outer man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the other man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. I know it too. And every man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Man, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I'm very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or see that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum, he said post that election that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027 Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average net person is not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the universe have tagged the votes for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the government and exit the country, and then the government now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the government is struggling for the exit, we are saying the government is not serious. There are claims that the government is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the government has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.